Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to show you the reboot of the Lake of Kalandra League 319, since my first build was kind of a interesting thing. So I said, like, you know what, I think I have to just stick to the basic. You know, I'm a simple man and I'm gonna play a simple build for League Start. And that's why I decided to go with a comfort pick of mine, which is Wave of Conviction Ignite Elementalist. So I leveled this character up today, and we are currently level 87. So yeah, that was actually quite a grind today. We have a play time of 16 hours. So I started this somewhere in the morning, and now we are 16 hours later. I think 12.5 hours on stream. And we did pretty good, actually. Yesterday, I think we had a 15 to 20 map completion. Now we're sitting at 65. So we are digging deep into the yellow tier map. I think tomorrow, if everything works as intended, we actually maybe gonna clear this entire thing. But it depends on how well our Atlas progression will go, how well our gearing will go. Because as of right now, this is super simple, easy gear, okay? Nothing too crazy invested. I have probably 2 divines. This is 1.5 divines or something. Accumulated. I have a bunch of stuff that I could sell, so there is ways to upgrade. Stoke the Embers, dude. I love this weapon effect. It comes from new mystery boxes, the Pyromaniac weapon effect. It talks to you when you do stuff. It's pretty cool. And yeah, so this is with Conviction Ignite. Super simple. As I said, we have a Gold Rim, we have a Obliteration that is got reworked, so now it has 40% Physis extra Chaos. Since we're Elementalist, we do have Shaper of Flame, so all of our damage will always ignite, and all damage can ignite. So physical damage can ignite, Chaos, Lightning, whatever damage is combined, and then is the base calculation of our ignites. And other than that, I have a Skin of the Loyal, just with a triple red, double green, and 1 blue combination. There is a lot of things still missing. This is the super basic setup with the barracks respite ring, so to proliferate those ignites, right? I do not have a Fan the Flames or Ignite Proliferation in that case. I do not have Asenat's Gentle Touch for the clearing. Literally my gear, a Gold Rim, Life Resistance, Life Resistance, Life Resistance, Life Resistance, no wait, Movement Speed, Life Resistance, Life Resistance. Super easy stuff. I have not rolled my flask. Everything is just I have a Corrupted Blood or Bleed Immunity flask, a Quicksilver with cast speed, super simple stuff, okay? Actually, I'm so over res cap because as of right now, I do have multiple auras, but they're not really here to activate. I just level them up with my while doing it, right? I run Purity of Elements, even though I think I'm res capped, way over res capped without the Purity of Elements, but I value the ailment immunity so high that I still run with it. So as you see, my gear in terms of resistance is completely overkill, but it's a good thing because I can just swap away any item to replace it with something else, and I don't have to worry about my resistance at all, right? And when it comes to the skill tree, pretty basic. Everything that has to do with some fire damage. Here I parked an Intuitive Leap to get Infused in Flesh, some mana notes, my Herald notes, some Mystic Bulwark, and Prodigal Perfection for some extra mana and spell damage, and as well as mana regen. This is a kind of a placeholder because I really want to play with an Aegis Aurora on this one, but the problem is this thing goes for 6 or 7 divines right now. Super unaffordable. No Cluster Jewel setup, super basic stuff. I have the PUB in the description below, currently on 700k Ignite DPS, which is fairly fine for mapping. So as I said, I'm currently pushing into the upper yellow tier maps. I'm doing all the side content, doing Delve, doing my Atlas, what is it, the Incursion, and everything that is to do with some side content I'm actually doing. Currently I'm farming all my Atlas thingies missions here. The Kirak missions is currently what I'm doing now, so I'm just hovering over. Do I have things complete? Do I not have them complete? And if I don't have them complete, then I'll just do it as I'm going to do over here. So I think for the map showcase, we're going to run this map. It's a tier 10 map. Because as I said, as of right now, I want to go for the entire Atlas completion, so I can then go for a different character to apply a farming strategy. What I'm thinking right now is, obviously, I have like a pretty standard tree when it comes to the league start. All the clusters give me additional map sustain, the Kirak missions blocking out the content that I don't want to run. So I want to go for like some Breach, Legion, Delirium farming, right? And that's why I started to go up here. I'm taking the Legion nodes, taking those Legion nodes, and now I'm currently working towards those Legion nodes as well as the ones on the bottom side, and then most likely gonna add in some Breach or some Legion, or even go to the top side and then add some strong boxes, some shrines, some essences, some anything, you know, like it doesn't really matter, but I kind of have the feeling I want to destroy some legions. So good. For the map showcase, it's a pretty simple generic build. It's a wave of conviction that will inflict an ignite, and the ignite proliferation and the explosions from Herald of Ash will then proliferate and generate these nice chain explosions. And it's like, this is the form of clearing that I'm talking about, or was talking or referring to when I made the video about the lack of clearing when it comes to the lightning conduit, you know? Because I want to like attack something or cast a spell, and then I want to see this entire screen just melt down or at least explode or do anything like that. But lightning conduit just didn't deliver that. Maybe the cast on crit version will do, I don't know about that. But I will test it at some point of the league. But yeah, you know, I shoot one, or I cast one wave conviction, stuff like ignites, then dies, then explodes, 40% chance, right, 20% chance to explode. And this is enough, because one single explosion, for example, since I'm not having crazy gear or anything like that, I do struggle a little bit with like some beefy essence monsters, or later on maybe a metamorphs. So this is a little bit of a trick that I used in the solo self-found Delph event. I mean, this is, if there is like an essence monster or any boss or something, try to lure magic packs into that. Let me see this over here, and that's pretty much it. To then let them explode, because the explosion will deal a heavy amount of base damage and therefore inflicting a massive amount of ignite damage. And this usually, one nice explosion usually one-shots the boss. Not instantly one-shots, but it will inflict an ignite that most likely is going to kill the boss as well, right? But this is a proven build in my opinion. You know, I played this character even in solo self-found, so I know it works, and that's why I said, like, you know what, League Start is a bit scuffed right now. I want to go for something that is simple to build and very effective in the early stages of a league to, yeah, just have a better time to clear the Atlas, get all my Atlas passive trees, and then move forward and hope on the way to get some decent drops, right? When it comes to the league mechanics, so I had like a lot of comments on my stream that the loot is terrible. I mean, I personally, I don't really care too much, because I always say, like, everybody cooks with the same water, right? That means if my loot is bad, everybody else's loot is bad. And if everybody has bad loot, then yeah, we're even again, right? So I don't think that I have bad loot and everybody else has good loot. That's not the way. But I got reported that a lot of people have like no drops. Even like I personally, I also started to skip the Kalandra league mechanic, because I don't really see a point of doing them anymore. Because it is very rippy and not rewarding whatsoever. But I don't want to judge it as of right now, because the Lake of Kalandra stuff that I do is like white maps, you know? It's not like tier 16 whatever, big juicy tier 3 tiles or something like that. But I still think, as of right now, I feel it's a waste of time. But as of recording this video, I think GGG posted on Reddit that they are working on fixes. They want to double the loot of the league mechanic and stuff. So changes are on the way, and this will give us all a better time. So here on the boss, as I said, I will most likely try to just gather some magic monsters that are always around, right? Trying to lure them and then just trying to explode and inflict a nasty ignite. And usually, I mean, that's still the same ignite. So yeah, most likely, almost, the boss is a one-shot just because of this, like, little bit of a cheating, I would say, right? Just generating some more damage. On Metamorphs, it doesn't work anymore, just because they don't spawn their minions anymore. You know, Metamorphs used to spawn waves on, like, I don't know, 66% and 33% life, so you could do use those, but they don't exist anymore, so this is just, like, one Metamorph. And usually it takes a bit longer, but I think I build it decently tanky, I would say. So, over here. So it's basically just a mix of what I'm doing right here. Oh wait, my ritual. There's surely a divine orb in there. Or a 5-link. Elemental damage, synth bow, and ancient orb. Will this ancient orb turn a belt into a headhunter? I guess we're gonna find out in a second. First gamble of the league, ladies and gentlemen. Do I have a unique belt? Belt. I do. Yeah, I mean, this is really unexpected that this one ancient orb did not turn into something great. Very, very sad. Good. What else to say? Right now, I'm actually doing my stuff. Alva and stuff. Wait a second. I'm doing my Lake of Kalandra, the league mechanic, but as soon as I can take it, I'm just storing it right now. Because I feel like it's not really profitable. Maybe my character is too slow, too low clear speed, too low whatever. So I'm just using this one, like I'm building it and then putting it aside. And since I know now that there is buffs and changes coming to the league mechanic, I'm gonna run them afterwards when I feel a little bit safer on the character itself. So, good. What else is to say about the character? What about the setups here? Flammability. The Malevolence is inactive, I'm just leveling it, and Flame Dash is a self-cast flammability that I use for like super beefy bosses. Then I have like Arcanist Brand, Flame Surge, Combustion, and Culling Strike support for my increased damage basically against bosses. So it leaves this like Burning Ground. Then I do have a Cast on Death portal setup, very important on League Start, a Molten Shell on my left click. I run Deadly Ailments, Burning Damage, Wave Conviction, Added Fire Damage, Swift Affliction, and Inspiration support on my Skin of the Loyal. Standalone Determination, that's what I'm using here. Herald of Ash and Herald of Purity, depends what I'm feeling like. If I need more damage, I take Herald of Purity, so I swap this one out for now. And for mapping purposes, I'm usually running Herald of Ash just because it gives this like crisp extra stuff, right? Purity of Elements, Cast Damage Taking, Immortal Call. I know Immortal Call and Molten Shell are both guard skills and don't work with each other, but it doesn't feel like it hurt for me, right? Other than that, my jewels are like anything that I had from like quest rewards, so yeah, this super basic budget stuff, but it works, and that's why I can definitely recommend a build like that if you want to start something like that, because it's a lot of fun, it's super simple, and does the job. I hope it keeps up with the stuff for the end game. I still have to do my Uberlab, that's planned for tomorrow's stream then, and other than that, as of right now, I'm mostly like filling up some life notes, some rest notes. I even took this cluster here for some extra chaos resistance. I would like to go for glancing blows, but I need the ages for that, and as long as I don't get something from blocking, then actually glancing blows makes me weaker because I get 65% of the block damage. So glancing blows is only good if you get something. Recover life on block, recover flat life on block, or the Aegis Aurora where you recover a certain amount of your armor as energy shield, so like a hybrid thing. I could actually path down here taking the Searing Heart, maybe actually just go up here and take a Cluster Jewel, Fan the Flames, Vile Evocation or whatever, or what is the node that gives you life and damage over time. Just as a medium cluster, as a standalone, you don't need to go for an early large cluster into double medium, into double small or whatever. I think one medium with Fan the Flames should be enough to increase my clear speed, as well as the planned Arsonage Gentle Touch. They're currently going for like 1.2 divines or something. So maybe I'm gonna pick them up tomorrow, since I do kinda have the currency for it, right? Maybe I should start converting all my jewelers, fusings, chromatics into chaos orbs, and yeah, then just go from there, build from there. But as I said, super simple stuff, and it works, and that's why I can definitely Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.